So you're leaving me here. By myself?
I have come to a conclusion as to what is to come after my disappearance. 3 other regents will appear, embodying time, space, and reality, everything necessary for the universe to exist. With each regent will come an artifact that will allow them to harness their power and allow for the existence of sentient life. In the wrong hands, the artifacts can cause great destruction. The limitless potential of an unknown future is beyond my capacity to fathom. This is something I must do. I need you to take care of yourself now.
This way. Nothing to see here.
Focus.
Hey, you.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am. Aren't you Lady Chella's daughter?
Yeah. May I help you?
Do you know if your mother has taken an official stance on the legitimacy of the workers' liberation movement in Sector 3?
Bonnie, please come over here. The tour is about to begin. We don't want to keep the others waiting. Why don't you go ask the tour guide a question? If you don't talk to her, I will.
Where's the bathroom?
Why do you all do that right now? Hey, no powers.
I think I'll give it a second.
Thank you so much for your attention. Welcome and congratulations, class of Era 18. You have finally made it through graduation and are ready to move on to the next chapter of your life. Now, as you know, you are all selected based on merit, proving to be some of the top minds in the galaxy. But you're no longer only students of the mind. Here, you will become students of the mind, body, and soul.
It has been so bittersweet, this world between us ever so far. Endless is the time and space, and growth is all around us. Our arms are extending to seek to learn the skills to fight the blinding doubt in us, emotion only formulated by design.
It has been so bittersweet, this world between us ever so far, and this is the time of space, and growth is all around us. Our arms are extending to seek to learn the skills to fight the blinding doubt in us, emotion only formulated by desire.
Yo, let's go. The tour of the fabulous planet Opticon is about to begin.
Let's continue this way. Now, everyone please direct their attention to the upward direction. Welcome, everyone, to the fabulous planet Opticon. For the last century, we have been able to maintain peace, tranquility, and camaraderie among the worlds through the guidance of the inner sphere. Please, take a moment to marvel at the magnificence. Since the end of the last Great War, the inner sphere has not only served as an arena for ideology, knowledge, and skill, it has also served as a beacon of unity for the three worlds in our quadrant. Each nation worked diligently to advance society in ways beyond my imagination. Isn't it wonderful? If you turn your attention down and to the right, you will be able to see the University District. We will be headed there shortly. Upon arrival, you will then be escorted to take the final entrance exam. Once admitted, you will spend your days here, honing your powers, whether or not you wield space, time, reality, or synthetic. Doesn't matter here at Planet Opticon. If you look just over there, the Capitol building is located in the center of it all. The government district is not only the most protected place in the galaxy because of the constant flow of sentries, it is also where all of our most important leaders live.
Wait, I have a question.
Did someone say something? All right, if there are no further questions, we're about to break for.
Hold on.
Yes?
I have a question about some of the new amenities planned for the military district.
Oh, thank you for your question. Since the military district houses the entirety of our interplanetary sentry forces, as well as their training facilities, it has an expansive luxurious features including zero-gravity training compounds, state-of-the-art combat training centers, and a bowling alley. How fun!
Well, can you tell us what exactly was renovated with the $20 billion annual allotment that was approved in this quarter's interplanetary budget report? Because I've read that report, but it doesn't seem as though any construction has even taken place in the last 3 years.
The sophisticated nature of the military district requires a certain level of investment to maintain unity. These state-of-the-art training facilities ensure each sentry is properly equipped to face any and all treacherous dangers we face outside of our quadrant.
Okay, but can you specifically explain what has been renovated?
If you would like to learn more about the amazing features, we have an informational pamphlet you can upload to your cloud at the end of the tour.
What? Let me go. What's the problem?
No audio or recording devices are permitted on any tour sanctioned by the Planet Opticon Committee of Tourism. This is clearly stated in Section 37A of the waiver you signed at the beginning of the tour. You are in direct violation of that section, so I suggest you watch your tone with me. If that's all the questions, I think now would be a perfect time to break for dinner. It's going to be superb.
That was disastrous.
You should be grateful for the opportunities presented to you through events like these, Belladonna. If I had not resumed my position on the Interplanetary Council, we would have never been invited to the General's inauguration in the first place.
Please look at me when I am talking to you.
Anyways, what was all that stuff about the military district?
Belladonna, as you grow up, you will learn that no matter what, there will always be something you don't understand.
I like the sentries. I don't understand why people have such a problem with them getting better training. Without them, who knows what type of foreign threats could attack from the other quadrants of space. I understand other views, but why did the tour guide seem so offended by her question? And what's the big deal about a small recorder? Is this not public information?
It is your job not to get lost in the hurricane of ideologies that exist in the world. You know your belief system. As my daughter, it is your duty to maintain our legacy and uphold the status quo. We need to set an example to the people who look up to us. Bonnie, I said look at me when I am speaking to you.
I can hear you just fine, Mother. And what's the point of going to a restaurant in space if you can't even look out the window?
Bonnie dear, I get your frustration. I am the wife of a regent, and I cannot see the marvels of her. But only through one's heart can one see and can one feel. Listen to what is inside you, and you will be able to accomplish what you desire. I lost my sight as a child, and I have learned to adapt to this world and set a name for myself. I know you can surely do the same. Now eat your lunch, dear.
Mother, I need to run back to the restaurant and grab my ID. I think I left it on the table at dinner.
Belladonna, fine, dear. Make sure you have a sentry walk you back to the restaurant.
1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. No, I don't understand. No, it can't be.
We were looking everywhere for you. You technically aren't supposed to be walking around here without an escort. But since your mother is Lady Chella, I guess we can forget it. Just this once.
Do you need help with anything, madam?
Thank you for your cooperation during the entirety of this trip. You may join the others in the lobby and begin your sync to the cloud.
There you are, Belladonna. Hurry inside and finish syncing to the cloud. After your placement exam, General Moriarty is going to give a speech. Please pick up your face. I wanted to tell you I'm sorry for being sharp earlier. You will need to look presentable for the cameras, my dear. Cheer up.
How could these people be capable of such a thing? They must all know what goes on here. Thank God.
Hey!
Do you have a second to talk? I think I misjudged you.
Oh. I didn't even realize you were judging me in the first place.
If you want, I would like to try and answer some of your questions from earlier.
I've noticed you're rather serious today. From what you've told me, everything's been better since our third session. You've accomplished a lot, accomplishments many would note are worthy of celebrating. What's going through your mind?
Something just doesn't feel right.
Oh, well, help me to understand.
I had lunch with an old friend last Thursday. She has a knack for getting information the Sentry likes to keep out of the public's hand. Call her an investigator. I'm starting to see things differently, based on what I've learned, and I have a sense of intuition about it. Well, She thought there was something I should know. Apparently, General Moriarty is making a big announcement today at the University District during the entrance ceremony for the new recruits. She didn't tell me anything specific, but that I should be prepared for some major changes to the curriculum and the school. What do you think that means?
I'm not sure what this means. Why would Moriarty be speaking at an event like that?
That's what I keep asking myself. I've been up all week thinking about this, but can't seem to understand.
Well, thank you for telling me. I would guess she's just doing this speech for some last-minute press. As for our session today, I would like to start by reminding you of our previous efforts together. We started with identifying your resiliency through your adversive circumstances. We introduced grounding techniques and did crisis stabilization training along with crisis management training. For our session today, I'd like to teach you a subclinical breathing technique, which will take your coping skills a step further just by simply engaging in this relaxation technique. Is that alright with you?
Yes.
Great. Before we begin, please recall your 3 main core strengths, and then I would like for you to say them out loud.
Resilience, loyalty, perseverance.
Now, focus on your 5 senses like we discussed in our previous sessions: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Amazing work. When you apply this grounding technique, you're able to maintain a clear head. News like what you've received today doesn't have to ruin your entire day. You have all your core strength abilities to regulate yourself.
I have been so distracted lately, I've not been able to use my skills effectively. Oh, also, don't get me wrong, my skills are useful when I do remember. I need something to help me cope through the symptoms, to have me be able to, apply what I know without obstacles of... Can you help me remember effectively, Dr. Clark?
Thank you so much for sharing this with me. I appreciate your honesty and transparency. There are certainly interventions we can do to address your concerns. I'm going to teach you about a grounding exercise that is based on a simple breathing technique. How do you feel about doing a breathing technique that will lower your heart rate and make you feel grounded and stable? A level of calmness during a time of crisis or high stress?
Let's do it.
Awesome. It'll go like this. We'll breathe in for 4 seconds, hold our breaths for 3, let it out on 8. When I say release, it means breathe out, which will be said along with 8. We will then repeat 3 more times. Do you understand?
Yes.
Great, let's begin. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 5, 6, 7. Release on 8. Now again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 5, 6, 7. Release on 8. Once again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 5, 6, 7. Release on 8. Last time, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 5, 6, 7, and release on 8. How do you feel?
Amazing.
I am glad. That's awesome to hear. You can use this whenever you need something to help you feel calm.
Thank you so much. You're right. I'll be fine. I just have to apply what I've learned into my life. Right now, I guess I'm more worried about Bonnie's entrance exam. My mind has just been going through a whirlwind. I'm actually supposed to be meeting her right after this session.
I'm sure she'll do fine. Just remember, it's important to be there for yourself first before you can help someone else. If you want to help to an extent that will not jeopardize yourself.
I appreciate all of this information. It is really useful. Honestly, I feel like our sessions are like a class for myself. Thanks for the tips. They helped me out a lot. I always feel clear-headed after. I'd better head out. I don't want to be late for some things I've got to do before I go host the trial exam.
Alright, very well. Our next session, we're going to discuss functional remediation, so make sure you do some research on the subject before you come in so we can discuss it next.
Sounds like a plan.
Great. Take care, Bravo. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
I got more time and longer days. It took most everything and made it change. I focused on the pain where everything's in vain. Now I'm wiser than I was before. I see fragility at the core. Now I understand why we blessed our food. I understand. I understand. Nothing ever really goes as planned. You never know. But even so, I was petrified by my fear and the fears of everyone in my ear. And in our minds the trumpets played. I got more time to know myself, to find what matters, to know what helps, to focus on love. I waste no time. I understand. I understand. I eat inside the kitchen and I pray. I understand. I understand.
I understand. I know that I can come up with a plan. I'll waste no time. I understand. I'll be my own support when no one can. I understand. I have grown to learn that reality is not inherently a dream. I must will it. I must will it if I want it to be. To make it known that she was here, bring her back and make it clear, and they will see what I have suffered. They will see that she was good for us all. I have come close to feeling all I can bear. Believe me, then you were there to feel it, my aching heart. As we grew close, I felt you, your heart ached too. But I was there and I was me, which led to you, giving me the strength to carry on, to do understand.
You said it looked like a body?
Yes. How many times do I have to say it? And keep your voice down.
Sorry. It's just hard to believe they would just eject a body in broad starlight, especially since there was a tour group in there only 5 minutes before.
Okay, don't believe me. I don't even know you that well anyway. It just seemed like you would be the person who had answers.
What makes you think I have any answers?
How do I know you aren't going to just publish fake stories about me and my family in some gossip blog?
Look, you don't have to trust me, but don't you dare call my work gossip, ever. I'm an award-winning journalist and a senior at the University District. My time is money. In regards to the body you saw, that was my reality clone.
What? If that's the case, I am done with this conversation.
Listen, you need to start taking yourself and the world around you more seriously. You aren't a kid anymore. According to the government, you're old enough to go to war. Kids don't go to war. You may be an emerging adult now, but you are a kid at heart. Judging by your reactions, you do not have the skills to survive in this world, which is why you're here, just like I was 3 years ago. Don't worry though, there's no judgment coming from my part, just giving you a taste of reality. Anyways, thanks for the information you shared. It really helped with my investigation.
If you look through the window to your right, you will see the most complex circuits of magnetic guide rails for the bullet train commuters. There are over 10,000 rails total within the outer sphere of Opticon, all leading to the capital. The capital circle is home to the main 6 central districts. The government, military, and university districts all make up the northern hemisphere, while the southern hemisphere is split between the district of tourism and the corporate district, aka the district of entertainment. A third district, the district of labor, exists on a small moon adopted by planet Opticon from an obliterated planet. Thank you for using our services, and we hope you enjoyed learning about our planet.
Listen, regardless if it wasn't an actual dead body, it's still concerning that a dead body covered in blood from blows to the face is floating around in space in a waste pod. I swapped myself when I was taken with a reality clone. Hugo didn't notice, or perhaps he did and took advantage of the opportunity to unleash his powers without restraint. That would explain the bloody dead clone. And wait, did you really think I was dead? And you were sad about it? Did you hear that, Mom? I told you someone would notice if I was just randomly dead.
Bravo! Long time no see, my man. You are looking as fly as ever, I see.
You too, Bonnie. Never looked better.
I hope this isn't the last time I see you this upcoming semester. I know you're a busy senior and all, but I figure you could spend a little more time with me.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm never letting you leave my sight. It's a dangerous world out there. Don't worry though. I'm here to protect you. Nobody could get past me.
Oh, is it? I'm glad I have the big bad Bravo to show me the ropes and protect me from possible danger.
But really, I need to talk to you.
Okay, I'm listening.
Have you given any thought to the entrance exam and what it entails?
I overthink it, if anything. I have no idea what's going to happen.
With what I know, I suspect this year will be a lot more intense. Each year it has become more intrusive in terms of exposing one's inner secrets. It was one of the most gruesome experiences I've ever had. Just make sure you do what you need to do. Speak the truth and you will pass.
What? I mean, I don't know what to say. Are you serious?
Very much so. I'll walk you there. You've got this. Onward!
All right.
Hello everyone, it is so great to be back. My name is Amelia and I'm a front runner for valedictorian of this year's senior class. And as per tradition, it is my job to take the lead in this year's trial exams. Now most of you don't know me and I look forward to changing that. But there is one thing you should know about me. Everything I do with kindness, even when it might not feel that way. The journey you are about to take will awaken a sense of self within each and every one of you. Some of you will make it, some of you will not. This year, the selection rate has dropped to 3%. If you do not pass this exam, you will never be allowed to retake the placement exam. This rule is in place for the safety of our students and has been perfected by our leader, Moriarty. Those of you who pass the examination will be taken to the inner sphere of Opticon by Bravo, our class specialist, and will await the prestigious welcoming to University District's head mistress, Charlotte Louise. Now, who's in? Good. Let's begin. Please form a single file line and proceed to sync with the cloud. Bravo! Isn't this exciting? We were just in their shoes and now we're at the top of our class. Isn't it awesome that we get to lead the next generation into new heights? We can correct our previous screw-ups with more effective screenings and smarter training.
I understand. I do. It might just be an invasion of privacy or a mass immersion that could trigger other genetic predispositions or...
Don't worry, Bravo. We used to doubt ourselves. Nothing can beat me and you, especially with what we've been through and what we have had to overcome. With us leading the recruits, we can overcome anything. Just remember, Dr. Elias trained us. It will not be like before, where we were powerless because of the fear.
You're right. I trust you. I haven't slept. My mind must be playing tricks on me with all these thoughts rushing in. Has me feeling restless and all.
I understand. I noticed earlier. I'm sorry if it seemed like I snapped. I'm trying to lead with optimism. Now, the exam is about to start. Let's go on ahead.
All is fine. All right, we got this.
Our first potential recruit is up for trial with the Cloud. I wonder who will be joining our infamous University District. Oh, did I forget to mention? Everyone gets to observe you during the exam. Sentries, broadcast the trial and let the show begin.
It's good to see you, Elias.
How do you feel?
I should have known you'd do this. I'll get straight to it. Things have hardly been ideal in the University District for quite some time now, and I know you've noticed it too.
I'm not sure what this means.
I'm about to make some changes around here though, and I'm trusting that you'll support me.
Oh, well, help me to understand. What's going through your mind?
Everything I do is always for the best of the people.
All right.
Elias, I don't know where we stand. You hear from my brain or for me. Elias, you offer your hand, but the other takes notes and I see. Elias, are you here for my feelings? Or when I speak, do you only hear theories? You're so sure there was something to fix, and that I could be better than this. You were so sure I was good all along. Oh, Elias, how does it feel to be wrong? I am the patient who you never charged. I am the friend whose session never ends. I may be the monster who's under does it make you feel cracked to have all the answers we can't understand? I think you're so desperate to feel in control. You're willing to gamble the good in us all. And you think if you stop me, I'm saving them all. Oh, unless. How does it feel to be wrong? To be How does that make you feel to be right? How does it feel to be right? I once let you in, and I wish you were right. I'll sacrifice anything to bring back that light, to breathe the life back into me. I know that they'll love me when they finally see her grace and her beauty. So I'll be the villain if that's what they need. Dr. Clark, if you want to study a monster, then I know Elias, one day you'll forgive me. One day you will understand.
She's done it! She broke the barrier of reality.